Hey everybody, I'm Vince. Ricky's inside. He doesn't feel like being on TV today, and that's all right. He's a pretty famous dog, and he gets tired of the camera. So I'm going to show you how an old man takes a shower in the middle of the desert, and let me give you a fast pan around so you understand when I say desert exactly what I mean. We're just outside of Holtville, California, which is about 40 miles west of Yuma. And I kind of like going back and forth between Senator's Wash and Yuma. And out here, Holtville. I'm also going to try Oxbow, I think it's called. But all right. So I use a portable tent, and actually I'm getting another one that's a little bigger, has better zippers, and about $20 more. I can't remember the name of it, but wherever this video is, I'll put a link for it. And these are kind of handy, they're cool. So you take them out of the package, and once you do it a few thousand times, you figure out how to do it. Then you just kind of let it go. Then you find the opening, and I kind of stand it up, and sometimes it's easier just to get inside it. I'll pull it like that, and then stand it up. They're a pain in the butt if any wind's blowing. So remember, I've done this 1,000 times. But I prefer to take a shower here in the desert by my van versus a campground shower. And I'll tell you why. Those campground showers are real small, they're yucky. You don't have any room to hang your clothes or your towels or to put your socks. I'm always putting on socks on wet feet. I hate that. I'd rather take a shower right here. I jump in the van. I have towels in there. Everything I need is inside. I dry off and I put on fresh clothes. And to me, that's the best way to do it. So for these tents like this, you got to stake them down. And the stakes I suggest are these. They're about 8 or 12-inch rebar stakes. These blow real easy. In fact, I recommend you don't even leave them up. Put them up, use it, then take it down again. And I just stake it right in. These stakes are great. One thing you have to remember is when you're setting your tent up, don't stretch it too much or else you have trouble with the zippers. Now this has a zipper that opens all the way in a semicircle. The new tent I'm buying actually zips from the middle straight down. That's one reason why I'm making the switch. Plus you can see I got my use out of this thing. This was 54 bucks about 2 years ago. It's nice having a hammer, but for stakes, I'd rather have a 5-pound sledge. One of these days I'm going to buy a short 5-pound sledge. And then this is where you want to make sure you don't have your tent stretched. You just want it its natural size. not going to put in the fourth stake. You get, or the fourth stake. You get the message. And then this comes with a bottom. And this is the half semicircle zipper I'm talking about. It's really difficult to use. It takes more time to mess with the zippers than it does to take a shower. Then I also have an inside floor. And I set that down. Out here the sand's really nice. I really probably don't need it. Then this is the bucket that holds my water. And I set this in the corner. And this is how I pump my water. But this is a 5-gallon bag. And you put it out in the sun and it heats up. Even though in the fall I haven't gotten it hotter than 85. I actually add boiled water to it. I like it around 95, 100 degrees. And what this little thing is, this is a compressor. This is actually the second one I've had. I had one, I used it for 2 months and the compressor failed. And I'll tell you, this compressor just dragged around the ground. There was no cover on it. So I returned it and they sent me this one. Now this compressor has a cover. And hopefully it'll last a little longer. And the switch is right here. Hopefully you can hear that. I'll get a little closer. So that's compressor running and the water's bubbling inside. Then that builds up pressure. And of course it'll be a heavier stream than that. And generally speaking, if I watch what I'm doing, I can do a shower in about 3.5 gallons. And I'll tell you why I bought this. I want to turn this off. I have a 25-gallon water tank inside, and sometimes it's difficult filling it up if I have my carrier full of stuff. I can't open the back door. So with this, I can actually take this nozzle off, and then this has just a hole, and it pumps the water through, and I stick this into my tank. And I can move 5 gallons at a time. And it's really fairly convenient, even though as a backup I am going to buy an electric water pump. So then with this, I drag this whole thing inside. And here's my nozzle. And sometimes I sit on a chair. I have a chair inside the van that's plastic. And sometimes I sit on that and sometimes I just stand. And you can see, I just have to crouch a little bit and I take my shower. But the only good shower stalls I found are at truck stops. And those are like 14 or 20 bucks a pop. Unless you're lucky enough and you have a driver give you one of his coupons. So first I take my water out, and I always leave pressure in the bag. It's easier to move around. And you really got to take care of this pump. And then I'll take my little 5-gallon bucket out. I'll pull up my stakes. Really, these stakes are awesome. Something to add to your toolkit. So it kind of folds together all by itself. But here's the tricky part. Is you got to get this small enough to fit in his carrier bag. So what I do is, I just lay it flat down with the opening inside. That's so all the loose stuff doesn't get in the way. Then I bend it almost all the way over. And then I turn it inside. And then that's not it. All right? One more time. So I bring it all the way over. Then what you do is you try to fold it in half. And then that's what curls it together. And there it is. What do I do with the bag? That's not it. There again. Where's the little bag? Oh, here it is. Okay, one more time. So you fold it all the way over. Oh, wait, the other way. You want the little top part on top. All right, then you fold it all the way over, and then you put this top part, you fold it underneath. And it all kind of comes together. And then you got to stick it in the bag. This is a lot more difficult because it's ripped up. Yeah, it's ripped up because I left it up. Instead of using it and taking it down, I would just leave it up. And then anytime you get a wind, these things can't take it unless you really stake the hell out of it from the, not only from the bottom, but you have to stake it from the top. But I think you're much easier just taking it down. And I zip it up a little as I go. I hope this is on camera. I'm kind of bending over pretty low. And there you go. Who out there thought I wouldn't be able to do this? And that's how I take a shower. All right, thanks. See you in the next video. Which I should tell you what I have coming up. Camp hosting video and my 3-spot travels from Yuma to Holtville to Oxbow. It's kind of an interesting little loop I do. And there's really water and bathrooms and trash right in the middle, and it kind of works out for me. But I'll have a video out on that pretty soon.
Blue dude, blue moon, kinda mysterious, shaded with someone I'm not really into. Do you need to fix it? Talking bullshit.